Your cooperation is needed in this regard so that the best possible 4-Hers will represent Genesee County this year. We are pleased to announce our plans for the 4-H tractor program for 1966. The Genesee County 4-H tractor program will be conducted in Genesee County this year on the evenings of February 28th, March 7th, 14th, 21, and 28th. These are all Monday evenings. The program this year will be divided into 4 groups. The first year will be getting acquainted with tractors. The second year will be assuring safe, efficient operation. The third year will be improving your skills. And the fourth year will be machinery care projects. The following farm machinery dealers will be cooperating with the 4-H tractor program in Genesee County this year: Morley Farm Equipment of Bergen, F.B. Winkstern and Son of Oakfield, Tri-County Farm Equipment of Batavia.
I watch a ton of movies and I love the look of films. I've done a lot of editing, but most of the time I shoot on a digital camera because they're relatively affordable and easily accessible. I had no idea how to create a film look until now. I have had the opportunity to use Dehancer for the past month. I've been testing it out. Today I'm going to do a quick overview of Dehancer, go over some of its main features, and show you how it works in action. The version of Dehancer that I'll be using is the one for Final Cut Pro X. For this video, the first thing that I want to do is just give you a quick example of Dehancer in action and what the process of working with this plugin actually looks like. Open the effects in Final Cut Pro and scroll down to look for Film Emulation. Then double-click or drag Dehancer Pro V7 to the timeline, then go ahead and uncheck Enabled all the tools. Dehancer has all kinds of tools for you to achieve the film looks. Start with Input, Film Profiles, Film Developer, Film Compression, Expand, Print, CMY, Color Head, Film Grain, Halation, Bloom, Film Breath, Gate Weave, Film Damage, Overscan, Vignette, Monitor, and LUT Generator. Let's start with the top feature. Source, I choose Camera, and with Vendor, I shot this with the Sony A74. So the format is going to be slog3s-gamut3.sign. After you uncheck all the features and input the camera source, then you can save as a preset, so you will save a lot of time and don't have to repeat the same step again. Before I edit more further, I'm going to open the waveform to be able to see the shadow and highlight is not going to be below 0 of shadow and not over 100 of highlight. From here, we need to decide which film stock we actually want to emulate. By going over to the Film tab in the drop-down menu, you'll be greeted with tons of options to choose from. My favorite film stock is Kodak Vision 350D. The next feature is Film Developer. Before you adjust anything, don't forget to check the Enabled Other Wire. You won't see any change. And I have noticed if I did not select any film profile or leave it unenabled and you try to adjust the Film Developer feature, it won't work either. For my understanding, Film Developer is about controlling how much shadow and midtones. If I drag contrast boost to the left or right, you can see shadows up and down on the waveform. In gamma correction, control midtones. For this look, I bring the contrast boost down to about -35 and gamma correction to about -15. Then color separation and color boost are up to your choice. Before we're going to the next feature, I want to get a little bit of a warm tone by bringing the temperature up. Then we move on to the film compression. This feature is control highlight. I want to make it easy to understand. White point is control only highlight, and tonal range is control overall. For this feature, I set white point to 90, tonal range to 21, impact to 50, and color density to 37. Expand is the feature control overall. Black point controls the shadow and white point controls the highlight. For the color mode, I leave it normal ASA a default. Next, we're going to head down to the print panel, and it gives us a bunch of options for adjusting what kind of film profile we want. It depends on what kind of look you have in mind that will determine how you adjust these settings. But for me, I'm going to select Kodak 2383 print film and then adjust a few of these settings. Color head is the tool to combine all colors or the look you're looking for. For this example, I leave the colors alone and tweak only the colors of shadows, midtones, and highlights. Gang if you checkbox that allows changing all three filters at once. And now it's time to talk about the most interesting part. It's the film grain. If you click the drop-down menu, which gives us several options ranging from 8mm all the way up 65mm, each with 3 different ISO values, the higher the number, the more grain that there's going to be. For my own personal taste, I'm going to select custom, and I can be able to control the grain by lightly changing the size and amount of grain. And I leave everything else as it is. Dehancer claims halation is the film emulsion effect visible as the local red-orange halos around the bright light sources, specular highlights, and contrasting edges. In the drop-down menu, which gives us several options, or you can adjust your own by selecting the custom. The last but not least, Bloom emulates the combined effect of light dispersion on the boundaries of contrasting image areas. In the drop-down menu, they provide 4 versatile profiles film formats for you to choose from. The rest of them, such as film damage, film breadth, gate weave, overscan, and vignette, are the options. For the monitor, I just barely understand it. Most of the time, I primarily use vector scope to correct skin tone. My thoughts about Dehancer Pro after using it for a few weeks and understanding all the tools, features, and capabilities that this plugin provides. It's a very impressive tool for quickly and consistently replicating the look of film, except the price is kind of breaking my wallet. But honestly, I would say that Dehancer is absolutely worth your time, and the results do speak for themselves. Dehancer pricing comes with 3 option subscriptions: 3-month, 6 months, and 1 year, and then finally a lifetime option that grants you unlimited access. If you're a filmmaker or videographer like me who loves the look of film and who is serious about wanting to create an authentic film look without the hassles or cost associated with actual film, then Dehancer Pro is definitely worth checking out. If you want to use Dehancer for yourself, then I would encourage you to head to the link in the description and use code Beena at checkout to get 10% off your purchase. Thank you again, Dehancer, for allowing me this opportunity to test it out. And thank you for you all watching this video.